Hello, back again with some more information pertaining to the SMART stress management study. We have seen lately in many types of media forms about individuals who are displaying abnormal cases of emotions, actions, um, reactions to others, interactions with others. Most of the time, these people have taken on the names of either being a Karen, or I guess what's the one they say for a guy? It's a for a guy. It's a Ken. It's a Ken, right? So, an aspect of when we find a individual acting like this, we have to first come to the aspects of whether that individual is acting that way because of one, their individualistic nature, or two, because of a group conscious situation. Many times we find that individuals within groups, as it was back in France, though, when a particular case of many individuals were spontaneously dancing all the time and just did it. Back then, they say that they get played on probably some type of um, infection or some type of poisoning within the food supply, but there really is no answer to it except for that the whole group was doing at the time. Many times, like we see in riot scenes, individuals who normally wouldn't do particular actions like that suddenly are rolled up into the riot situation in terms of a group consciousness. We have to understand there are two aspects to that person's behavior. Are they acting out because of an individualistic nature, which is internal from them because of internal psychological dynamics, or is it from the environment because it's a situational situation or a group dynamic situation where they're being affected by that group consciousness? Now, in aspects of young, we could also say that group consciousness doesn't necessarily have to be in a direct line of sight when it comes to an individual, people, or group. When it comes to the group consciousness, as denoted by Young, individuals over long distances, not having any connection towards each other, can start to display these same types of psychological dynamics, interactions and stuff, just because we are all connected to a group consciousness. And when the group consciousness in itself is having negative retributions, it plays out itself within each individual in a particular way. Now, if group consciousness is having an issue, henceforth we're seeing it being played out within individuals, and there's no reason why, but there is a reason why when we look at the deeper aspects of the subconscious mind and psychological connections between individuals. This would deal over more into the maybe psychic esoteric aspects, as Jung does display or talk about these situations too, but that is for another discussion on another day, which we will follow up in another video. But for right now, we're just looking at in terms of the differences between a group consciousness that's affecting that individual, or is it the individual's own nature that's affecting it? Something to think about when coming into the dynamics of trying to understand why certain individuals are exhibiting certain behavior patterns that are out of the ordinary. Now, we would have to look at these particular variables on both sides, in and out, to determine if that individual is being affected. And at the same time, the individual could be affected by both, group consciousness and individualistic nature. So we have to find out the boundary between each two, or find out how they're meshing together. Something else to think about when dealing with stress, with your stress management study. More about this later for discussion. Thank you, and thank you for listening.